So become aware of the presence, aware of just your presence without any relationship, your presence without any modulation, your presence before the ego decides or wants to do something. So just becoming aware of the presence. We will go deeper. I will choose a small guided meditation with you. So first of all, catch the presence. Just the presence. You are. And you know you are. That's it. This is Sat and Cit. Being and knowing. The two essential qualities of the self. The two essential qualities of I. There is a knowing. There is a being. There is a being, a presence, a being, something alive. There is. And you know it is. You may not know yet what it is, but you know it is. It's there. So holding on to that. Now, to go deeper into this, imagine that your sense perceptions have all been lost. So you can't hear, you can't see, you have dropped seeing, you dropped hearing, you dropped touching, you dropped smelling, you dropped perceiving, you dropped tasting. All that which gives birth or through which ego takes birth and creates an illusionary world of thoughts, of emotions, of your individual story, hidden story. So you are dropping all the doorways, the five senses. You're dropping them. And see what remains. Imagine you have dropped hearing, it's dropped. You dropped seeing, you dropped touching, you dropped smelling, you dropped tasting. What remains? That sense of I. Return back home. So ego can only take birth through the five doorways. And you imagine you have dropped it. You keep dropping it. And what remains? That is the I. Another exercise for this to go deeper, we have done before, is to become aware of the left wall and see how your awareness, something in you, travels away from you. The wall doesn't exist in your perception until your awareness goes there. And now bring awareness towards the opposite side, the right side of the wall. Become aware of the left wall and see how something goes away from you. And now become aware of the right wall and see how something shifts from the left to the right. So something is moving. This movement is mind. This movement is ego. And the one who's seeing this movement from left to right, the silent seer, that is the self. So we'll repeat just one more time. Become aware of the left wall and see how all the awareness becomes attention. Now before the sentence become aware of the left wall, it was awareness. And then when you listen to this and you started a movement inside, you started a creation inside, that is attention. So now you're not in awareness, you are now in attention. Attention. And attention always is tension. You tense something, you divert something. And now bring awareness to the opposite side of the wall, the left wall. And now I want you to become aware of awareness. Become aware of awareness. And see how something just collapses. Something just stops. Become aware of awareness. Both the left and the right has been dropped. They don't exist. You are just pure awareness, you're pure beingness. So become aware of awareness. Something stops, something settles. This is a practice to bring yourself back into the I whenever you feel the ego overtaking you. So this is the I, this is being. If you are aware of this space now, it's alive, it's a being, it's a sense of being. And you know it. There is a being and you know it's knowing. So being and knowing, Sat and Nam. So being is Sat and knowing is Nam. So this is the essential quality of the self. The Satnam is the essential quality of the I. Everything else is modulated out of this. Every other quality that you have is modulated, is taking birth. This is the birth giver. I is the birth. This is the I. And if you can hold on to this space, every once a while, you return back home. And when you start to sit in this when awareness remains awareness and not attention, that is called a yogic posture. That is asana. You found the home. Become aware of awareness. Become aware of awareness. Aware of awareness. I am and I know I am. That is Satnam. This pure knowing, this knowing that you're experiencing is borrowed by the creation. In the creation, there's no knowing. In the creation, there's no being. Your knowing and being, your knowing and being is borrowed by the creation. The creation, the beingness in creation is actually your reflection. Your beingness gives the reality to the wall. Your reality gives reality to the wall. The reality of the seer gives the reality to that which is sin. If there's no seer, there's no that sin. So becoming aware of awareness. And see how in this awareness, everything is coming and going. Even ego is a birth and death happening all the time. In this sacred space known as Mahakasha, this is Mahakasha, the great space. In this space, sensations are taking birth and disappearing. In this space, perceptions are taking birth and disappearing. In this space, your body as a sensation. What is a body? Sensations are taking birth and going away. In this space, the thoughts, emotions, inner images are taking birth and going. And in this space, the world is taking birth and going. But this space, this self, this presence, this beingness, this knowingness never comes, never goes. It is Ajuni, it is Sabhang. It comes not, it goes not. And it's self-sustained. It is self-sustained. This is the I. Sit in it. Knowing this, all is known. Because this is the only truth there is. And this is not a belief. This is your living reality. This is your living reality. To be in this space is known as self-realization. It's called Atman Gyan. And once you start losing, if you are losing your awareness again, if awareness is becoming attention, then go back to the exercise, become aware of the left wall, and see how something leaves you. And then become aware of the left wall. And now become aware of awareness. Even if there are thoughts, images that are appearing, they're not part of your essential nature. They're appearing and disappearing. Even if some part of the body is discomfort, you're feeling a discomfort in certain part of the body, they're appearing and they're disappearing. Know that within which this is appearing and disappearing. It is this I which never comes, which never goes. In this, the body and the mind is taking birth and dying. And when this body and mind becomes old, it is in this space that again you reincarnate. The body and the mind reincarnates. The I never comes, never goes. Sit with this. Don't sit in any part of the body. Don't become aware of the third eye. Don't become aware of any part. Even the sensation of the third eye is an appearing and disappearing in this space of Mahakash. Within me, everything is taking birth, and within me it is disappearing. All your body and mind and the world, these three realities, they are happening in your awareness, and they are made up of your awareness, and they will dissolve back into your awareness. Only awareness is Sakshi, it is called. Dhyan. Nothing excluded. Nothing excluded. Everything is an opportunity for you to know the knower. When a certain sensation, when a certain ego, part of the ego manifests in you, a certain thought which you relate to ego manifests in you, know that it is appearing in your consciousness. It is made up of your consciousness, and it will dissolve back in your consciousness. There's nothing but consciousness. There's nothing but I. There's nothing but beingness. These are the essential qualities of the self, the Sat and Nam. Satnam, Tero Paro Purbala. Before any sensation, before any emotion, before any quality which you identify yourself as your quality manifests, there is an essential quality which never leaves you, and that is Sat and Nam. Para Purbala. Before the before is Satnam, the knowing and the being. Sit, become aware of awareness. The breath is coming and going in this awareness. So even the breath is not you. As you go deeper, even the breath is not you. You are the seer of the coming and the going of the breath. Mano buddhi ahankar, chittani naham. I am neither the mind, neither the ego, neither the five elements. Mano buddhi ahankar chittani naham, na cha shrotra jivehe, na cha grahana netre, na cha vyoma bhumir, na tejo na vayuha, Chidanandarupaha Shivoham Shivoham. I'm just consciousness, I'm just consciousness, I'm just consciousness, I'm just aware, and I'm being, and I'm knowing, and I'm being, and I'm knowing. Everything is appearing and disappearing. Even the good thoughts and the bad thoughts, none of this is me. Even the positive thoughts is not me. I'm the knower of the positive thoughts. I'm not even the neutral mind. I'm the knower of the neutral mind. I am the vast space within which clouds, big clouds, small clouds, white clouds, dark clouds, thunderstorms, rain is appearing. As a space, as a sky, I have neither come, neither gone, but everything comes and goes within me. This is the space of Karta Purkh, which means the Purusha remains even while the Karta, the creativity is happening. You are in touch, you are in the sitting of the Purusha, of the Purkha. Your every movement, every modulation is embedded, is saturated with consciousness. So even if you think you're going somewhere away from yourself, you can't go away from yourself, because wherever you go is the self. Wherever you go is Purusha, is consciousness. Evadigam sarvam. Purushaha evadigam sarvam. Purushaha evadigam sarvam. That which is all pervading, that which is all knowing, that is which is all infused in your every blink of the eye, to every sensation, to every perception, to every emotion, is all saturated with the I. There's nothing but the I, the self. Jah jah jaun taha hadur. Wherever I go, I find the self. I find consciousness, I find beingness, I find the aham. And with this realization, whenever you feel like, you can open your eyes.